Hello and welcome to the Change Gang podcast with me, your host, Laura Ordile. I'm here to help you hold on to your sanity and your soul as you move through big change. I'm here to guide you from frustration to flow in your life, bridging the practical and the woo, just for you. Let's go. Welcome to the week, Change Gang. I hope you're having a fun summer and enjoying life. Today I want to talk a little bit about silence and sometimes the lack thereof, especially in your ears, in that thing that people call tinnitus or tinnitus, however you want to pronounce it. It can be a really annoying thing. And so today is a little bit specialized. And how does it apply to the things that I normally talk about? Well, I'm going to talk about it in terms of hypnosis helping relieve that. Because sometimes people aren't aware of all the things that hypnosis can be helpful with, the things that I do, how it can be helpful in some of the physical aspects of your life, like migraines, anxiety, IBS, digestive issues, all those things that are going on. And tinnitus is one of those things that hypnosis can be really helpful with. Because sometimes it's not necessarily a physical thing. Yes, there are physical things that happen in the ears that can cause that. But sometimes it can be a bit of a clue, literally like a little bell ringing in your head that something is wrong and that you need to deal with it. It's not always about, for sometimes the military, the booming artillery or the helicopters that you flew in, maybe without the earplugs, or the loud music that you stood next to, or some other thing that maybe was really loud for you. It's not always that. Can it be that? Absolutely. But sometimes it's based on an emotional thing that is there and stuck inside of you. And for those of you that have heard me talk about how the subconscious works and the things that are going on, you'll know that oftentimes we anchor in some things in our life that can then bring about symptoms later. And tinnitus can be one of those things. Tinnitus is a ringing noise or a high-pitched squeal or sometimes a whoosh or a pulse or a big roar. It can be really horrible. I've experienced some ear ringing, but not huge, constant issues that I know some people have dealt with. But even if you have a little bit of it and you're maybe in a crowded room and it just amps up, it gives you headaches and frustration and anxiety and all of these things that can come from that. So it's not a tiny little thing like a little buzzing in the ear every now and then. It can be that, but it can be pretty detrimental to the life that you're living and can be so frustrating and not make you not want to be out in the world enjoying the life that you are meant to live. It can be spiritual, according to, I know Louise Hay talks about it in terms of not listening to your inner voice or not being able to hear, not wanting to listen to your inner voice or possibly someone around you. And so it gets blocked out with that ringing. It might be that it's showing up and drowning out someone who you're in a painful relationship with, where you just can't listen anymore. You can't listen to the harsh words or the conflict or something like that. So it's a big widespread thing that's there. It can come also like a chicken and an egg thing from pain or anxiety. Sometimes I know it's happened a lot with people who have had immune issues or diseases that come on, like West Nile Virus, long COVID, chronic issues that have shown up, Lyme's disease, things like that can amplify that. It's almost like a reaction in your system, an immune reaction that kind of comes in. And so how does hypnosis help that? Hypnosis can help in a couple different ways. Some of the work that I do obviously takes you back and kind of comes at those root causes of things. So interestingly, when you go back and you pull up the weeds that are the big long root that's there that's stuck, that was the issue that's causing some of the physical symptoms in your life. All of those physical symptoms clear. That's how I help people clear IBS and migraines and things like that. And tinnitus is one of those things. It's amazing that when these people have these realizations through hypnosis, whether they remember them or not, they come out of it going, wow, something's different. And when that happens, boom, it's like the switch is flipped. No more tinnitus. It's pretty incredible. And just the fact that hypnosis can take you into a state of really kind of reducing the stress. And so that's kind of where the chicken and the egg comes in, from the pain and the anxiety and the stress that comes sometimes. Tinnitus might be one of the symptoms that comes along with that. So when you're clearing the pain, clearing the anxiety, clearing the stress that's behind that, again, going to some of those root causes of things, when you clear those, the natural progression of that is to clear the ringing in your ears. It's such a relief. Oh my goodness. If you've ever had ringing in your ears and then it stops, because sometimes it does clear or go away on its own, at least for a while. And when it stops, it's like, oh my goodness, what a relief. What a relief. If it starts back up, you're going, oh no, not again. But it doesn't have to start back up and it doesn't have to continue. It's possible to relieve it through hypnosis. And so I just want to recommend that you at least talk with someone. Are there, again, the physical things that maybe it cannot help with? Yes, absolutely. Maybe you have too much wax in your ear and it's kind of causing a blockage. Hypnosis isn't going to help you clear that. You need to talk with someone and get that taken care of. But if you have taken care of the physical things and your ears are clear and the doctors are like, yeah, well, that's just, we don't really understand it, then maybe come have a chat. Come have a talk with me and see if that's something that maybe we can help get rid of for you. Along with some of the other things that might be happening in your life. Some of the stress, some of the discomfort, all of those things. So don't be afraid to reach out and explore and go in. And yes, you can go find studies, dozens and dozens of studies where hypnosis has been helpful with tinnitus. So why not ask? Why not check into it? If you're suffering with that, you don't have to just live with it. You really don't. So that's what I wanted to share with you this week. Quick, easy, simple, and I hope it's useful. And I hope that you go into the week ahead and have a wonderful one. And I'll meet you right here, same time next week. Ciao. I hope today's episode was interesting to you in some way and fun. If so, hey, find someone to share it with. Maybe they need to hear it too, or maybe they'll just enjoy it. If you'd like, go ahead and grab my tips on supercharging your success. It includes a free short meditation to do just that. You can find that at bit.ly/supercharge your success. Until next time, happy day.